I'm gone. Down. Okay, whatever. Hey, Crispy Armament Axes. I never did show you guys a tour of my now music room. So we're going to pan back. It's hard to do because I got to get way the heck back without turning this sideways and making in that stupid looking sideways video. We'll start over here. This Rush poster. It's actually metal. Tin maybe, I don't know. I think it came from like in the 80s. Look at the picture. Come on. Neil Peart, RIP. Give him credit. A lot of people said they see his influence in me, and I says, boy, I wish I was that good. But anyway, we'll move on. That's a PA cabinet that I built years ago. It's got a big 18-inch and sounds pretty good. Don't mind the mess. Up there, that little thing there, binder on the top is full of all kinds of lyrics. Anyway, we're going to move on to my Yamaha. This is my Yamaha 6-string. This is the one I was playing in the Goofy video I put out. I got this thing really good deal, wheel and deal trade, local music company I was dealing with at the time. I've had this thing ever since I got back into playing music. Even before I started playing guitar, I was just a drummer. Got a great deal, worked on it, made it sound good. It's electric. It plays really good. That's the thing. It's got a great acoustic sound, plays really good because I worked on the action. But anyway, electric pickup, and it does have like it's an aluminum bridge, and it's like a piezo, whatever connected. It don't sound bad plugged in, but it doesn't sound as good as the new ones. Okay, we're going to move on. This one is a Samick. The light is messing with us here. Undo one of them. Or two of them. That's hot. No shit, Sherlock. Sorry about the language there. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of fuzzy now. But that is a Samick 2/3 scale I bought for my son back when he was a kid. He was actually, I'll say one thing, the kid had a little drum set, and I wasn't playing at the time, but I showed him a few pointers. The kid could play the drums. Don't mind the nunchaku under the NOC Kevin Dixie hat there. Nunchaku. Yeah, I can still swing them like a champ. Anyway, this Samick I got 2/3 scale. It's missing a string. I know that. But I lent it to a friend, and he busted one of the tuner knobs. So I fixed it with JB epoxy putty. That's funny. I can hear it reverberating off the strings as I talk. Doc Lee, you ought to like that. I hope you watch this. Now we're going to move on to the next one. This is, it's so hard to get back with a phone like this. That's my Yamaha. There's a SM57. We'll get to the Marshall. That's my Yamaha 12-string. I also got that one on a good deal at Musicians Alley up in Sandusky. Made a video about that place. It had a little bit of work, but yeah, I sat when I went up there. It's when I bought my electronic drums. You're going to see. I sat and I played it, and I played and sang "It's Only Rain" by Walt Wilkins. Another Doc Lee ought to appreciate. I fell in love with it. I says, "Yeah, I want that too." So that was part of the deal. When I got, we'll get back to everything else. We can pan around at the rest of the room here. You know, definitely music. The light over there that's glaring so bad is a pole light that goes from ceiling to floor. It's like from the 70s. My mother kept it. It's hilarious. I found it and I went, yeah, it'll fit just right. Funny thing is before I decided, you know, dark, blackish, brownish gold was cool for here, it's painted the same colors and I didn't do it. Of course, there's posters everywhere. Rush. That's when I finally got to see him live after 35 years. Actually, the tickets of Derek and I. That's my old para back in the day with a big old optic. But yeah, people eating tasty animals, SM57s, blah, blah, blah. That's my electronic Roland V drums. I'm an acoustic drum guy, but these things are great. They got a volume and the crap you can do with them. I had to download that manual down there. That's my cajon, not my cajones. It's a drum box. You sit on it, and it's interesting how they work. But yeah, I built that one. Sounds good. You can actually plug it in too. Pretty cool. This PA I got Musicians Alley. great deal on it. It's cool. I can't remember the power, but it's plenty for what I'm going to ever need it for. But it's 2-channel. You can do monitor, mains. I haven't even messed with it. It's got a fax. It's pretty cool. Got a great deal. Now we're going to get to my baby. This is my Marshall DSL 15. I got this head, didn't have much play it through. Had a friend of mine had an old Behringer amp that pooped on him, and I said, "Hey, you still got that?" He says, "Yeah." "Why?" I says, "You want to sell it?" "Yeah." "Oh, why?" I said, "I want to make a speaker cabinet." $20 for the cabinet. You couldn't buy the hardware for the cabinet for $20. Now, I took it and made it look like a Marshall. I put a DSL, Celestion Vintage 30. I'm looking at the DSL. Celestion Vintage 30 in it. Ported it just right. Enclosed the back. It sounds beautiful. I don't plug it in enough. Now we're going to get over here to, gosh, I got to see if I can back up enough. To kind of honey. Well, we're going to look at my honey that's on the right. That's my Epiphone. Les Paul. It was, let me see, 97. It was a reissue, a limited edition reissue. I upgraded the pickups, blah, blah, blah. It's plays good, sounds good, yada, yada. The other one, that is a Telecaster that I got from my buddy Dave. Playability is awesome. It's funny because it's a built guitar. It's not a true Fender, but he says, "Yeah, I got this thing. He got it a good deal." He says, "Well, I'm looking for, a spare electric if anybody comes over." And he said, "Oh, I got this one, $200." He brought it over. I played it. I'm like, "Yeah, that'll work." That's my patch board. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, now all I need is more musicians to come over and jam. TV, of course. Don't mind the mess. But that is my music room. So I'll say as I always say, peace to all. Stay 2A strong. Rock on.